This is former TNA World Champion Raven, and you're listening to TNA Cross the Line podcast. Quote the Raven, nevermore. And don't cross the line. Or do cross the line. I'm not really sure if you're supposed to, you're not supposed to. I don't know. Whatever. You get it.
TNA Wrestling. Cross the line.
And we're back with episode 264 of the TNA Cross the Line podcast. I am Bob Colling Jr. and with me as always is Dallas Gridley. In Dallas, we are here for the primetime special of iMPACT. It's November 16th, and tonight, I'm pretty sure we know like two things for sure. Number one, there's a barbed wire 6 sides of steel cage match, but I think there's also technically weapons in it. Rhino is going to be squaring off against Christian Cage. And then more importantly, it's going to be the in-ring debut of Kurt Angle, the same man who in just a few days will be competing against Samoa Joe at Genesis. But we're going to spoil that. You don't need to pay to see him in the ring. You just got to tune in to the primetime special because tonight he's taking on the fight for the right winner, the man who is going to be challenging NWA World Champion Sting at Genesis, Abyss. Dallas is thrilled.
I was just thinking again. We talked about it last week. You have this person, Abyss. He's your number one contender. He has earned his right, because he fought for it, to face Sting. So we're going to job him out to Kurt Angle days before he gets a shot at the title.
Well, you don't know that he's going to...
Bob. He's going to job out to Kurt Angle.
You think that tonight on the show, Abyss is going to get pinned or he's going to submit and not like a DQ?
If I know TNA's track record as well as I do, his ass is tapping out to an ankle lock.
Wow. Do you think he's going to tap out? Abyss. I don't know, man.
Why did we have to book this match? Listen, spoiling Kurt Angle's first match, fine. If we've really got to do it, fine.
Well,
but against the number one contender?
Well, here's the thing. You can definitely spoil it. But at Genesis.
I mean, that's ideal.
Yeah. I don't know why we're not. I mean, this, and I said it, I'm pretty sure I said it the last episode. This should cement the mindset that this company, at its true core and identity, is a TV-centric program company.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really deny it. You know what I mean?
There's just no way. I don't understand the business sense of it. Other than, hey, let's try to pop a rating and we want another hour. So let's show the value of that.
I think that's what it is.
It's gotta be.
Well, we'll see how much of a rating this ends up getting. And actually, that is something that we'll talk about during the show. What they're hoping to get, I don't know. We'll see.
So is the time 9 to 11?
Yeah, I believe this is on 9 o'clock.
Okay.
A very good time to watch wrestling at, generally.
Right, but it's on a Thursday.
It's on a Thursday. People aren't used to it. I'm okay with it, though.
Well, I mean, SmackDown's on Thursdays.
Oh, it was at this time?
I don't know if it's at this time, but it had been.
Oh, well. No one's...
I don't know if it had gone to Friday yet.
Hmm.
Okay, so if they're doing like a 0.7, 0.8, sometimes a 0.9, in their current time slot. If you're going prime time and you have Kurt Angle and Christian Cage and all these guys, you got to be hoping for it. I would say like your max that you're probably hoping for with the investment of Kurt Angle is like a 1.5.
Interesting. We'll talk about it during the show. I got to save some stuff. So
if you get does it have like expectations or hope?
Oh yeah, here's what they're expecting.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, so I'm
gonna say like a 1.3 to a 1.5.
Okay, hold on to that thought. Now another.
If I swear to God, dude, if when you're talking about this and you go, they're hoping for a 3, I'll scream.
Well, you'll find out here soon. And I think
don't talk like the way you're projecting your voice is like.
I have to.
Dude, they're hoping for like a 4, dude. Like,
no, I gotta save some of it. Okay. Bob was already asking me off air, guys. So like, what are we doing? So we got to hold on to that one. Okay. So, but about the primetime special, apparently, on I believe the UFC show, it was Ultimate Fighter at this time, or is it Replay or something? I don't even know. They aired 4 different commercials that played multiple times in almost every break to hype up the primetime special. During
4 different commercials?
Yeah, they aired multiple times.
Wow.
So they're really pushing to get people to tune into this show.
Now here's my next question or kind of statement, I guess. It's only on their network.
Yeah, from what I'm getting from it, yeah. There's actually unfortunately not like a ton of details about it besides what I just said to you. But yes, I'm assuming it's just on Spike. So they're hoping that they can, I think, retain a lot of that UFC audience.
Yeah, but the problem with that, and when I'll use indies and I'll say like 2CW, right? 2CW would have a commercial regarding a live event. Let's say it's in Syracuse. They're going to air it during Raw.
Right.
So why wouldn't you air these Impact commercials during or on a network or even during a specific show that you know are going to have more eyes on it? I don't know what the Ultimate Fighter rating wise. Well, I mean, I think you've kind of noted it before. It's like, oh, hey, it had a 1.2, and like the opening segment of Impact would have like a 0.9 or something, or like that's what they maintained, and then it would gradually go down, go back up, whatever. But like, why wouldn't you go on like I don't even know, like Survivor, on CBS or Big Brother or something that is a popular show? Pay a cut, especially for Kurt Angle. Be like, hey, we'll spend some money. Fucking Panda's $1 billion company anyway. If they had to spend up to fucking $500,000 or something for a 30-second spot, why wouldn't you do it? They'd be like, hey, tune into Spike TV. Spike TV was Paramount, wasn't it? Or isn't it?
Yes, I think so.
So why wouldn't you go on on other Paramount-owned companies? I don't get it. Seems like a missed opportunity. You're limiting yourself to just the same network, so you're capping yourself out.
I agree.
Probably go a fairly low number.
Right. Well, speaking of low numbers, TNA Impact on November 9th did a 0.78, which I said low. It's not. I mean, it's not really that bad for them. But he says we didn't get a number of viewers at press time, but males 18 to 34 was only a 0.85, which is way under the usual levels. So maybe it was a little low, which is clearly because of the rerun that UFC did such a poor rating as a lead-in. The number is good in the sense that they didn't get the usual big first quarter coming off of Ultimate Fighter. The show opened at a 0.81 for Styles versus Rude versus Killings in the three-way. Which, by the way, who won that one? AJ Styles won that one. Normally we talk about the card too, but second quarter, which had the Shane Douglas Brother Ray Naturals confrontation and the LAX promo, and a quick Williams versus Divine versus Austin Star match to the 0.88. And since we're talking about that, I believe Pete Williams won that one in 2 minutes 45 seconds, in case you were wondering. And Styles won that 3-way in 4 minutes 58 seconds. And then the big drop was in the pay-per-view hard sell with the Christian Rhino face-off and the Joe Angle clips in the event center spot that did a .69. That drop may be a necessary evil because that's the strongest sell for a pay-per-view, which is what makes them the most money. And then finally, the Abyss versus Styles final quarter did a .75, and Abyss won that match in 12 minutes 15 seconds to win the Fight for the Right tournament.
Yeah. So it's good to know that the numbers didn't sound too great.
That's right.
But leading into your primetime special.
That's right. That's how we do it. I want to talk about Kurt Angle real quick since it's his first match here tonight. It's very exciting, but he was doing some media rounds, essentially. And so there's a bunch of different tidbits that I pulled out of here because, of course, as most of these are, they're not always about TNA, so we're only going to focus on the important stuff. But Dave notes that an interesting story talking to a reporter who was with Angle this past week, because it mirrors everything I hear from others who were prominent on television a few years ago that are now in TNA. He was out and people were besieging him for autographs, and everyone asked how come they hadn't seen him on WWE television of late. It was a broken record of saying that he signed with TNA and that he'd have to explain what TNA was, what channel it was on, when it aired, etc. And you have to figure almost all the people coming up to talk with him are wrestling fans. And Dave, of course, points out how TNA needs both a lot of time and they need significant publicity stunts to get the name in the forefront. They also have to give people a good product when it's sampled. And then continuing on, I mean, yeah, you can't really disagree with these things. Kurt Angle's contract is specified as being for 4 dates per month, which are listed as 2 TVs, 1 pay-per-view, and 1 house show. Although he will do more if asked, like this month where he's doing several house shows. Obviously, that would change if TNA gets a 2-hour show and starts taping weekly. So it seems like he's going to be on quite a bit of our shows, which is great. And as I noted,
that just means he's going to be overexposed very quickly.
Gotta pop those ratings, brother. With the media that he was doing, he unfortunately was on Bubba the Love Sponge on November 9th. And Bubba brought up Daniel Puder, who was on the show a few days earlier. Now, essentially, he shit-talked him. He called him a moron, a piece of shit, and said that he needs help, and blah, blah, blah. He talks a lot. I'm not reading it all. Like, he just keeps going and going. Now, the interesting part of this is that he was supposed to be on plugging his matches with Abyss and Samoa Joe, and, well, he barely mentioned them. Although, he did claim that the Abyss match was a match of the year, and the Joe match would be a match of the year. So, keep that in mind as we are watching tonight and our next episode of Genesis.
Okay, so on the appearance, he's noting that the Abyss one has already happened.
Correct.
I don't
match of the year.
See, I don't like that. I mean, even if we all know that it's like taped, I don't know. We don't say it. Because like on TV, there's like, oh, tune into Kurt and Abyss, and it's like this guy already knows. Like it already happened.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean. Next up in my Kurt Angle news, Angle has also admitted publicly a few things that we'd heard off the record previously. So he had his failed drug test in WWE. It was for steroids because this doctor, David Black, wouldn't accept the prescription. He said that he turned up positive for the steroids due to getting a cortisone shot in the neck, which Dave says, I don't know how that would even happen. Essentially, like, just it shouldn't even be considered one of the drugs on the policy and stuff like that. So I don't know. He also claimed that between the loss of income for the 30 days and other financial punishment, that the test failure cost him about $125,000. Dave says that we heard that it was $83,000 before, and that he claimed that Vince told him that after that he would make it up to him. So,
and he did by firing him.
There you go. Kurt Angle, this is my last Kurt Angle note, and then I have one more before we get into the primetime special. Kurt Angle appeared on November 4th on Spike's Casino Cinema show and noted he had broken his neck 4 times in total. Beth O, who I'm assuming is the host of this, asked him why his mother would let him wrestle or let him back into a wrestling ring. And he said, quote, "I'm 32 years old. I don't need to ask my mother." And Dave very nicely points out here that Kurt Angle was born on December 9th, 1968. So that makes him almost 38.
Okay, so when you said 32, I immediately was like, there's no way he's only 32 years old. There's no way.
I like that he writes out his full birthday.
So he's trying to say he's only 38?
He said he's 32, but Dave said
Or 32.
He's almost 38. Yeah.
He would have been 32 in like 2002. Or no, 2000, right?
About 2000, yeah, around that.
Around then,
Yeah.
So maybe he's broken his neck and like had some head injuries, and he thinks that it's the year 2000.
That could be it.
That might be what's going on.
That is probably it. Okay. Finally, I have my last note, and Bob, you're probably gonna. This isn't about the matches that happened, but this is about the upcoming house shows. And the reason we're talking about this before the show is because it's a little bit longer, not super long, but long enough that talking about this during a match would not make sense. They had quite the weekend in the Northeast. On November 11th, they had a house show scheduled for East Hartford, Connecticut. And apparently there were problems because someone had called the local inspectors as the building they were running didn't have the right permits for the show. The company found out on November 9th, as was told that they could appeal and get everything taken care of. But since all government offices were closed on the 10th for a holiday weekend, they would be unable to save the show. So they announced the show was being moved to a tennis club in Bloomfield, Connecticut, about 10 miles away. That afternoon, police and local fire officials from an entirely different city than the first crew showed up and told them because there weren't enough exits to accommodate an expected crowd of 800 fans that they couldn't run the show there either. When TNA's website blamed local authorities on shutting down the show, Bloomfield Police Captain Jeffrey Blatter said TNA is attempting to, quote, manipulate their fan base into believing the Bloomfield Police Department or other town officials was responsible for canceling their Saturday event and is misleading and disingenuous. Apparently, that's the end quote. They said that TNA failed to notify the city of its plan to hold an event. That's because it was a change the day of the show, nor applied for proper permits. There was also, I'm trying to see where it says it here. There was the rumor that this is Vince McMahon's fault, too, by the way. The WWE did this.
I do remember hearing about that.
Okay. Yeah. Kurt Angle claims that he was one of the people who made the final call on and was to refund the money and cancel the shows. TNA even wrote on its own website, quote, TNA Wrestling is still puzzled by some of the reasons given by police and local officials regarding their decision. Other wrestling groups hold shows monthly throughout Connecticut, yet they have never been forced to cancel their events, end quote. And then TNA, of course, then filmed unhappy fans coming to the arenas, chanted "fuck Vince McMahon" loudly, as WWE was made the scapegoat for this. And it's ROH apparently had similar problems in September, but those have nothing to do with WWE sabotaging events either. So you would think it was the same people behind that.
Interesting.
So pretty good. There was another weekend show, but that one we will save, and we'll talk about that a bit during the show.
Well, you're probably talking about the ECW arena, right?
I sure am.
I was going to run it down real quick before we.
Okay, go ahead. Why don't you run it down quick, and then I'll say my note, because then we'll call it good.
Yeah, we'll tie it up, because that's what we do anyway. Whenever there's a good joint show. All right, so the UWF and TNA held a joint show at the ECW arena in Philadelphia, November 10th, and this is the results of it. Petey Williams defeated Sanjay Dutt in 7 minutes and 36 seconds. These times are approximate, by the way. Eric Young defeated Brother Runt. America's Most Wanted defeated the James Gang in 11:02. Eric Young defeated Brother Runt was in 9 minutes and 24. Samoa Joe defeated Rhino in 15 minutes and 2 seconds. Senshi defeated Jay Lethal in 8 minutes and 58 seconds. NWA World Tag Team Championship match. LAX retained AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels in 12 minutes and 14 seconds. And in the curling, defeated Abyss in 12 minutes and 42 seconds.
Well, look at that. Very exciting. I mean, they actually didn't sound too bad, I didn't think, on paper, but so
No.
some other notes here for you that relate to this. The show only drew about 500 fans, even with Angle working in the main event, and with direct plugs for the house shows for their first time ever on an Impact broadcast. So that is, we've seen those recently where they were plugging the dates and stuff. That's less than the crowd that ROH drew 6 days earlier. Dave says he was told they overpriced themselves, with the cheapest seats being $35 and good seats being $50 to $125. So there you go. As Bob noted, Kurt Angle, when he beat Abyss, Angle slammed him into thumbtacks. Dave has it marked at 10 minutes, so it's obviously arranged there, but it is said to be a 3-star match. He was told that the best match was LAX going over Styles and Daniels, and the other top match was Joe beating Rhino. So he speaks highly of a couple of those matches, but there's that for you.
And I also want, but I want to maybe clarify something. So, Ring of Honor show that happened 6 days before was not at the ECW arena. It was at the Pennsylvania National Guard Armory.
Okay,
so not the same building, but the same area.
Okay, I was kind of wondering about that, so that's a good call.
Yeah, just in case if anybody's wondering. And they apparently drew over 1,000 fans, so they doubled the attendance. All right.
Crazy.
Well, let's get into some primetime TNA. It's November 16th, 2006. The approximate runtime for our version that we have is 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 46 seconds. I'm going to count down from 3. When I say play, that is when we're going to watch the show. If you want to watch along with us, head over to the TNA Plus app. Or if you have your own personal collection, that should do the trick as well. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
The Pied Piper of TNA, Eric Young. He's leading the charts for prime time. What? Bob, we have a new intro. Not a new song. But visually it is different.
I guess it is. Oh, well, because of Kurt, probably.
No, dude, this whole graphics and everything is different.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And I do think...
you're deaf.
Yeah, dude. I'm going to point out, when we started our version, the This Is TNA just finished. Yes. I think technically there was that before. So, but here we are, Eric Young in the Impact Zone. Primetime party. I'm getting hype. My version is extremely loud.
Yeah, I had to turn mine down. So usually with like the longer shows, and this one's 2 hours. Well, it's not gonna be a full 2 hours, but it's a 2-hour version. I have some background wrestling on, muted on my television, and guess what I'm watching?
Is it wrestling?
Yeah, it's wrestling.
It's OVW.
You're damn right it is.
Yeah.
And I remember for a while there, they were all like, we've sold out 12 weeks in a row or whatever. And I'm looking in the crowd right now, and brother, they ain't selling out no more.
Nice.
Oh, man.
We're getting
seats in that
Christian Cage vs. Rhino. Kind of a graphic. Not really. They're just showing it with the video clips in the background. I like the new graphics, though. They look nice. They also just did confetti to celebrate 4.5 years, which is kind of weird.
Wait, is that really why they're doing that?
They said it when the confetti was going off.
What a odd thing to celebrate. We made it 4.5 years. Why wouldn't you just do it at 5?
I don't know, but Eric Young's on the announce table. Look how much confetti there is.
That's a lot.
Huge announcement by Eric Young. Oh shit! LAX is coming out, and he said, "Sniper, get out."
These are like gunshots.
Yeah. Oh, so, okay. You know, it's funny. You said it's because of the gunshots, which it definitely is. But I was thinking it was like a Dora joke. Like, oh my god, he's gonna get swiped. Like swiper, no swiping. Like
You thought it was a Dora joke?
yeah, like instead of sniper, I was thinking swiper from Dora. You know, the fox that steals things.
Oh my god.
I don't know why that was the first thing I thought of.
That's absurd.
It doesn't make any sense, but
Is Dora even still on like television?
yeah, I think so.
Still now?
I think they changed the animation style though.
Oh.
LAX is in the ring now. Conan is definitely struggling to walk.
You gotta turn around, lady. Okay, sorry. I'm watching OVW. This girl was not turning around. Sorry.
We're Militant Thugs 24/7, 365. The way this country is turning their back on Latinos. By the way, speaking of Conan, he's going to be having hip replacement surgery done very soon. He's needing a cane to get around at TV this past week. So when I said he isn't walking very well, it's pretty true.
He ain't using a cane now, is he?
Not out in the ring. He wouldn't do that, but
I was gonna say, yeah, he's not gonna make himself look that weak.
no. Homicide's wearing a Scarface long sleeve shirt, which is pretty funny. Where's Hernandez's tag title?
I don't know.
Because Homicide has his. Oh shit. AMW's music hits.
Is it in the confetti or something?
Maybe. Here comes AMW. James Storm rips his shirt off, and now we're running down to the ring. Come on, give us a nice AMW brawl.
And they came down the babyface side.
Oh, good call, Bob.
So looks like they're back to being a good team, good guys.
Well, it makes a lot of sense, right? Jarrett's gone. They don't have that association to like even pin him in the other side.
Well, yeah, and Hernandez also.
Look at
who's on the top rope right now.
She's back. We haven't seen her in a month, and here she goes. Hurricane Rana from the top onto Homicide.
I just thought her boob was out.
Yeah, so did I. That top is very interesting. Going to hit Hernandez with a Hurricane Rana, but oh no, border toss.
No. Come on, dude. She just got back. Thank God.
Oh, Harris pulled her down, and then the last call super kick by James Storm takes out Hernandez. And now here comes all the security.
Now security comes after all that. They're horrible at the job. You know who was the best security? Rick Santel.
He really was.
Yeah. The greatest story ever is Santel. They say, hey, he tore his pec or whatever, and he grimaced at just the statement.
I got a quick note for you, Bob. Remember the angle that they showed us, I think it was last week, if I'm reading correctly here, where Hernandez and Homicide jumped AMW during an autograph signing, and then Hernandez gave James Storm the border toss into the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the show was so fast they cut away and never talked about it again, but Storm ended up being immobilized and carried out on a stretcher by local security. His being carried out apparently was legit, and there was some question if he could come back and do the planned stuff for TV, which we just witnessed. Storm was saying that he was okay and blamed it on security overreacting by seeing the bump. Kind of fun. Here comes Samoa Joe.
I feel like I wouldn't. I feel so that's good then. I would want them to be overreacting. It makes it more believable.
Right? The match of the decade, Bob, coming up at Genesis.
Yeah. Until the next pay-per-view, when that match will be the next freaking match of the decade. All right. Samoa Joe, indie notes. I don't even know if I said these. I very well may have. Maybe not. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Here we go. November 3rd. Samoa Joe teamed up with BJ Whitmer and Homicide, losing to Steve Corino and the Briscoe brothers. Yeah, Ring of Honor's Honor reclaims Boston and Braintree, Massachusetts. And then November 4th, Samoa Joe teamed up with Nigel McGuinness to defeat Bryan Danielson and Jimmy Rave at the bitter end.
The bitter end.
The bitter end.
Well, Samoa Joe attacked Jay Lethal during his entrance, so he's already got an upper hand. Bob, could this be the last match we see Samoa Joe be undefeated in?
Well, yeah, if Jay Lethal beats him.
No. No, Jay Lethal's not going to beat him.
Oh.
But Kurt Angle probably is going to. At this time.
Who the fuck? He beat him in Ring of Honor already, motherfucker.
This is TNA, different universe. You always say
I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. Here we go. Springboard dropkick. That's how he beat him. I don't know if that's how he beat him, but that could be it. Hip toss. Seated dropkick.
Okay, he is getting an upper hand right now.
One count. The fans are chanting they want Angle. That's not good.
Well, we'll be getting him, I bet you, in the next hour and 20 minutes.
Probably. Just with the amount of time that's left in the show, it's highly likely. Palm strike on the top rope. Samoa Joe going for a muzzle buster. And he just hit it. Now, see, that should be it. But now he's going to choke him out, isn't he? Yeah, because he's a jerk.
And I want to point out, this is exactly why I think Kurt's going to make Abyss tap out, because I feel like they're going to play on the fact that they're both submission specialists.
If Abyss submits tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He hasn't submitted before, right?
I mean, not to my memory.
Why would Sanjay make the save by doing a standing shooting star basically onto both Joe and Lethal?
Instead of just kicking him, he had to do a backflip. That's awesome. I'd like to point out, yeah, Jerry Lynn and Sabin are up on the ramp. But now, Dutt is locked in. The Coquina Clutch, so of course Sabin has to come out. Oh, he stopped. He's not doing it.
And he's not going to do it.
Is that even going to save his partner? Well, Jerry Lynn is so mad. I don't know if I like this version of Chris Sabin.
I don't like it. And so he was a babyface at Bound for Glory with Senshi.
Mostly. Match-wise, yes, but character-wise, no. Speaking of Chris Sabin, though, Bob, Kevin Nash is going to be going under. He's going to go for shoulder surgery soon. He got the injury when he lifted his son's toy chest that he forgot he put some weights in. It was the injury that happened the day before he was supposed to fight Chris Sabin. Oh, look at this. LAX is yelling at Christy Hemme, who's doing backstage interviewing.
I think they're saying that they're going to burn the flag.
Oh, that's right. They were going to do that tonight.
Oh, Petey there.
Oh, yeah, because they invited Petey to do it. Oh, he said, yeah, come on, I'll do it. Petey and LAX, weird.
Petey is such a... I mean, I know he's Canadian.
What the heck? Okay, Paparazzi Productions, Alex Shelley and Austin Starr are peeing.
If there's a third urinal, they're breaking the rules.
I know. Oh, and Kevin Nash is inside of the stall, and he can look over it, of course. What are you doing over there? He's got a log jam going in there.
And making poop jokes.
Why is Shelley trying to peek over the top? Harvard Law grad. Oh, it's wrestling court, Bob. Hear ye, hear ye.
Oh.
Oh. Alex Shelley, he called me my match last week. Objection, he overrules it. By the end of the day, someone will be guilty and someone will be innocent. To be continued with a little Linkin Park instrumental. That might be arguably my least favorite Paparazzi Production video ever.
Yeah, that was not good.
Usually they're pretty funny. That one wasn't great.
I'm not really a fan of poop jokes.
That wasn't even my issue, I don't think.
That was mine.
JB is interviewing Team 3D in the back now.
I like how Brother Ray continues to add layers of clothing because he's that out of shape. He is now wearing a winter hat.
Meanwhile, Devon's got his straps down.
Yeah, Devon is actively stripping. He is trying to make sure people know like he is ready.
You left my brother Devon laying in the back, and you spit in my face. You put me through a table. Oh no. I applaud you. You're now with somebody. They're just talking about the naturals, by the way. If you haven't been paying attention. These impacts, the naturals, they're bad, man. They're with Shane Douglas still. Welcome to our jungle. Tonight, the last faces you see are ours. And the last thing you hear is Devon, get the tables. Oh, my brother. That's actually pretty interesting because it usually takes him a minute to get the table and set it up.
That's true.
And, like, put him through it. Oh, it's a tables match right now, Bob. It's only one person through, though, not both team members. That's important to know. Your team will lose if one member goes through, they just said. We're seeing flashback from last week. Look at these freaking nice graphics, dude. I still don't like the Shane Douglas
the
thing.
Naturals are about to job out. The Naturals should probably job out here, right?
No.
What do you mean no?
I think they're going to job out the Team 3D.
Why?
Because the Naturals, they're going to get what they deserve, and that is the tag team titles eventually, maybe.
No way. I think what we're setting up for is Team 3D chasing after LAX.
Yes, we absolutely are.
Right? That's got to be what we're doing.
Death Taxes Tables, Team 3D. Oh, shit, we're going right at it. I love that their entire show is now just covered in confetti the entire night. Because they decided to put confetti
There's
out.
still confetti falling from the rafters.
Yep.
Oh my god.
They took time
Team
off.
3D took time off this summer. They've only been there for, at that point, less than a year. And they had to refocus already?
Yeah, yes, they did.
You know, this would be a really good time, and I know Dallas will not comment on it. The last time that we were recording, the election had not happened yet. And we said you guys would know on this episode, in case you didn't know already, which would be pretty stupid, who the president is. And basically, I guess if you're a fan of The Apprentice, you're pretty fucking happy right now. We'll just leave it at that.
Well, it is a WWE Hall of Famer.
That's true. Also a convicted felon. Anyway, so we got the what's up coming up here.
Oh, Slick's wearing his shorts again as the refereeing. I just realized.
It's prime time, dude. He's got to show off his calves. Boom.
What's up? And Andy Douglas, he can't have kids now, thanks to Devon's head. He's very bald. So, just talking to the crowds, Bob, they did say this is the last thing they're going to hear. There you go. Okay. Are they going to hear anything else until... That means they're about to go through the table. By the way, if you're following along with us, we are 17 minutes and 12 seconds into the show. Oh, that's an interesting point. Shane Douglas is staying ringside, which he has not been doing for the Naturals over the past few months.
That is interesting. That means is he going to do something?
I'm thinking he's going through a table.
I don't think Shane's doing that.
You don't?
I don't. And I was just going to say, I don't think oh, shit. Oh, fuck, Dallas.
Get the tables! I fucking knew it. 3D.
He just did. Well, here's the thing. I was going to say, I don't think he'd do a bump, but he's definitely wrestling on the indies at this point still. So I don't know why. He's got to be. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking that.
Okay, so this is how we're getting around the two people going through tables thing, because we're just going to put Shane Douglas through one to, like, satisfy extra table breaks.
I can't believe Shane did the fucking table spot.
Oh, shit. The Naturals just did the 3D to Brother Ray.
Here's the thing. The 3D isn't really that far off from the Natural Disaster.
I mean, not really.
I almost thought the referee was going to ring the bell for when Shane went through the table.
So did I. He was calling for security, but. Okay, the Naturals has set up the table. I'd like to point out the last thing they heard was not Devon get the tables. Bob, I fucking told you, motherfucker. The Naturals have just defeated Team 3D by putting Devon through a table.
Okay, but you want to know something that's really bad right there? Something that's really bad right there. You could hear a pin drop.
You could. Yeah.
That's not a good sign.
Okay, we went to commercial, but now we're back and we're going to go inside the mind of Abyss for some reason.
Well, I feel like if you went inside the mind of Abyss, it would just be screaming.
Well, they're probably doing this in case.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did. What? They're probably doing this if you're a new viewer and you're like, who's Kurt Angle fighting? And then you see this and you're like, oh shit, he's scary.
I think you're absolutely right. I think this is a way to potentially introduce the challenger to anybody that's new. And they're going to sit there and be like, oh, it's Mankind. It's Mankind and Kane wrapped into one. And it's like, pretty much. Character-wise.
I'm okay with it. I don't really care.
Well, of course you don't.
Oh, there's Jim Mitchell. Only one man has been able to control this monster. This harbinger of hell. Excuse me. The shock treatment, the black hole slam. We're showing more thumbtacks. Yet to come tonight. It's Kurt Angle's in-ring debut against the Monster Abyss. But before that, is he coming back out? Oh, yeah. Okay.
My favorite. Kill fire.
The Pied Piper. He's coming out right now. TNA. Thank you, Spike TV. Thank you to the loyal TNA fans. We finally made it happen. Christian Cage and Rhino in the barbed wire 6 sets of steel coming up.
With bolt cutters and a straitjacket, right? And a key.
And a key. And a chair.
A chair.
Eric Young is dressed to the nines tonight, dude. Does this mean Jim Cornette's not here? Is that what we're doing? Oh, wait. Did I just speak too soon?
That's not his music, is it?
Who is this? Oh. Whoa, look at Maverick Matt. Okay, because who's that?
That's Johnny Devine? What the fuck happened to Johnny Devine?
Okay. Okay, this is wild, dude. Look at Matt Bentley's blonde, bleach blonde, straight hair. He looks like he's wearing a blonde berries and cream wig. Oh, genesis of the new movement here in TNA. This is what Kazarian is saying. Dude, Divine looks nuts. A Redeemer has opened our eyes. And he's taught us through his wisdom and knowledge. It's no longer about winning and losing, but it is about how much you're willing to sacrifice. We dropped in a couple TNA pay-per-view names of that promo.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, lights out. Oh, the phone's ringing. I thought that was Bob's for a second. Voodoo Kin Mafia.
Why?
Bob.
Fucking why?
Bob. They were with TNA 2 weeks ago. They just came out of like the weird side
No one
panels.
is even reacting to this right now. No one cares.
Wait, why do they have a new look too? And why are they beating up these three guys who just cut a promo that they're gonna just beat the shit out of everyone?
Well, okay, they quit 2 weeks ago, and then they're here again with why?
We're back.
It's been 2 weeks, dude.
Dude, look at Kip's red hair. What is happening? We're back, Jack. We're back in black.
Oh my god.
We're back for one reason and one reason alone. Oh, they're back for one reason. And it's creative control. Voodoo Kin Mafia. VKM for short. Bob, would you like to explain what that is?
Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Dude,
I've been dreading this.
This is such a Russo thing. It has to be a Russo thing. I'm about to pay Vince Russo money so he'll talk to us, because that's the only way he'll do interviews I've seen on Twitter.
Oh, they got a chair. It says VKM on it. They're declaring war on Paul Levesque.
Whoa.
They're declaring war on Michael Hickenbottom.
That's Triple H and Shawn Michaels, in case anybody doesn't.
Oh, and on Vincent K. McMahon.
Wow, sounds like two guys that couldn't get a job back with WWE are pissed.
I don't get the Voodoo Kin Mafia name. It's so weird. Since you brought up Triple Hollywood and Sean Kiss My Bottom.
I don't know if it was, I can't remember if it was in your notes or whatever, but DX is definitely reunited. And I think these guys were a little pissed that there wasn't, like, they weren't part of the reunion.
I believe it. We didn't really talk too much about their entrance, but it looked really dumb.
I think Kip just said it.
Oh, okay. They're gonna sink faster than the Titanic. We're good and they are not.
Yeah, he was just saying like the entity sank quicker than the Titanic. They're good and they're not, which is kind of hilarious because like Shawn Michaels and Triple H tend to be like two really good wrestlers, and BG James is not. So.
Biggest pieces of shit, and he pulled the mic and we got a censor. He's like, no, you can't say it in the microphone, even though they literally censored it on TV. You might have had your mic privileges revoked. I'm going to go, listen, I might be in the minority. And maybe it's because I haven't seen the entire thing top to bottom. But I kind of like Shawn Michaels, Triple H, like OG DX.
Well, yeah.
Like, I really like that.
Like 97?
Yeah, like, I don't like it as much with everyone else.
No, I think that's pretty much...
Is it?
Universal.
Okay.
Like what people think.
We're bringing war to your front door.
VKM. I'm pretty sure technically. So whenever DX forms, it's Shawn, Triple H, China, and then
Rude is the bodyguard.
Rude, right? Rick Rude is there too.
I like that.
Yeah, that's fine. I think Road Dogg and Billy Gunn technically aren't part of DX until the night after WrestleMania 14. I think. And then it's Triple H, X-Pac, China, and the Outlaws. They might have been loosely associated prior to WrestleMania 14, but the night after WrestleMania 14, I'm pretty sure it's like officially they're in there. Shawn is kind of technically kicked out by.
Oh, they do like kick him out? I thought he just kind of left.
Well, he's not there.
Right.
But I think Triple H cuts the microphone saying like, "We're here, Shawn's gone," kind of deal, and moves on from there. I could be wrong. Don't fact check me. Okay, this isn't a WWE podcast. This is
right. That's true. So yeah, at the end of that promo, he basically said it's VKM versus VKM. We're back with Paparazzi Productions here. We're still in wrestling court in the bathroom. One thing I was really
hoping.
Go ahead.
I was really hoping that like the James gang were going to be gone longer than 2 weeks.
Okay, court's in recess, Bob. Oh, he's making weird noises.
Is he in there shitting? Is that what they're doing?
No, he's about to. One thing I didn't like about that segment though is that they have Kazarian, Divine, and Bentley cut this promo like, "Hey, we're here. We're gonna take over, and like we just want to hurt people." And then immediately after, the Voodoo King Mafia comes out. I feel like you make a loose association. Like, are they just together? Even though then he just beats him up. Like, it's just weird timing.
You think that? So no, you're interpreting it as if VKM is with.
I think that I feel like when you first see it, and then they beat him up. So then it like, but like I feel like it's too close of a connection. You debut a new group, and then all of a sudden these guys come back right after they just said, "Hey, we have a guy who's telling us what to do." Essentially, I don't know. It was just like a weird timing issue for me.
All right. When you word it that way, I could see the confusion, the initial confusion, and then when they beat them up,
you're clearly like, "Well, of course they're not together," but.
Yeah, well, and the thing too is, so I know the James Gang is the James Gang, whether VKM or James Gang, it's the same thing. But you're basically introducing a new character direction. I don't even know.
Yes, I think that's what they're going to try.
You have a new threesome, and then immediately you do that. It's gonna lessen the impact of the three guys. Especially if they get beat up within 15 seconds.
That's pretty much what I'm getting at. Yeah. Bob, we are going right into our barbed wire steel cage match, or 6 sides of steel. Christian Cage is on his way out. And actually, that was what I was wondering. I wanted to know when this match was filmed, because there still is confetti on the ground. So they didn't really mess up the order.
Oh, interesting.
I was about to look it up on my notes to see when this match is filmed. It was not last. It does look like these were filmed in order.
Really?
So that's actually, I'm surprised with the cage. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, because you would think with the cage, they would either do it first or last, I guess.
And remember, this is the second part of this taping. Last week was the first part.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because there's dark matches after this taping's done. We've already discussed those on our last episode, but here comes Rhino. What's he got in his hand? Oh, is that the key?
That's the key.
Okay. So where's Christian Cage's cutters and chair then? Oh, there it is. Never mind. I see the chair in the corner.
Oh, yeah.
I like the barbed wire on top. I'm here for it. Wait. Hold on. That's lame. Okay. They took away the weapons because the only way you can use either your weapon or your means to escape the cage is you have to ask the referee for it.
That's hilarious. Hey, ref, can I get that chair?
Like, what?
What if the ref is like, no?
Oh, listen to that. You can go over the top to get the win. You can go out the door to get the win. It's not about pinfalls or submissions. It's about escaping. And I didn't realize, but that's why both guys guy has a way out. One has bolt or like wire cutters, like bolt cutters, and the other one has a key.
Isn't it? I feel like people kind of get annoyed with the escape part of the cage because you shouldn't be wanting to escape. The whole point of the cage is to keep it in the cage.
So I think smart fans get more annoyed with it. And I think
Absolutely.
that everyone else thinks it's a lot more fun to see him go on top of the cage. Big back body drop to Christian.
The only thing that really bothers me is when on commentary they'll be like, "There's no way that anybody can get in," and then
they do.
13 people find a way in.
I think I don't mind the escape rules. Like I don't mind that. That's how you can win. What I mind is like I'm just going to use the loose example of a lethal lockdown, where you can just fight around the arena even though it should be inside of the cage.
Right. That I don't.
That's what I don't like. Or like I think even recently given like 5-6 years probably at this point, but I feel like even they did some bullshit like that in the elimination chamber. It's like you don't fight outside of the elimination chamber. I don't care if it's a little thing. You don't do that. You fight in it.
Yeah. Well, I know
by Christian there.
I mean, they did that. Like the Hell in a Cell was every year they'd get out of the cell.
This is what I mean. That is okay. You put a top on that shit. You really you're not supposed to get out of that.
Yeah, but then every year it'd be like, oh, the ring steps got thrown into the cage, and oh, we're free. Oh, shocking.
Okay, Rhino just asked very nicely for the steel chairs, and the ref said no. Only Christian can ask for those.
Oh my god,
that's pretty much what just happened.
We're keeping it to specific.
You have to give it to the right person. Yes.
Okay, so you're telling me that Rhino's weapons are a key and a straitjacket.
Right. He's got his way out and his weapon, which is the straitjacket.
Wow.
Another shoulder block in the corner by Rhino.
He is at a major disadvantage.
Rhino recently, I don't know, did we talk about this last week maybe? He's in the TNA Hall of Fame. We did talk about this actually. Never mind.
I didn't know that.
Oh, well, Rhino and Bob Ryder are in the TNA Hall of Fame now.
Oh, wait, I did know that. But I don't know. I didn't know that we talked about it last
week. We might have mentioned it.
I don't know.
Oh, good. Christian trying to get out, but there's barbed wire.
That's what the cutters are for, Christian. Jesus. This guy.
Oh, he got pulled down.
Oh, face first into the cage.
Right into the steel.
Cage, into the cage. Face first again. Right into a cheese grater. But he's not bleeding yet. Uh-oh. Press slam. This might do it. Oh. Huh? Is he getting a blade? Huh?
Yeah, he is.
He's know.
He's definitely getting a blade.
Camera's not focusing on him. I think he might be blading. He wants the key. I feel like Rhino shouldn't be wanting to get out of the cage. He can't fit through that hole. Give me a break.
I mean, yeah, come on.
I feel like Rhino, considering how personal this has been, would want to murder a Christian. He wouldn't want to immediately get out of the cage. Christian's got to be busted open. This is taking way too long. Is he? He's kneeling. This is a good way to show.
He's taunting him.
Blood. Let's see.
Yeah, there it is. He threw the key out.
But that's not even fucking Christian's key. And wait a minute, he could just ask the ref for the key again, I guess, right?
Wait. We're back. And Christian apparently during the commercial has asked for his cutters and he cut some of the barbed wire away.
I don't like that. Why would we do that during the break?
To show you got to watch during the break.
Christian looks like he's bleeding a lot.
Yes. Okay. During the break, look, yeah, he got hit up against the cage again. So did Rhino, though.
Yeah, that makes sense that he would use the bolt cutters and hit Rhino with them. Christian climbing once again. It's the side where the barbed wire has kind of been eliminated. But that means that Rhino can go up there too now.
Well, Christian is about to get pulled down.
Pile driver. Hit a pile driver off the top rope. Do it. Oh, no. Oh, he's rubbing his face in the barbed wire.
Oh, that ain't great. My God, he's wicked.
He's treating him like he's Abyss. That ain't right. Top rope back suplex by Rhino. Can he do it? Oh, Christian does like a fucking backflip. Okay, so there's no pinfalls, right? So this is just escape only.
Well, they said you. Well, yeah, they didn't say you have to escape. I think, right? Is that what they said? No, I forget. And I literally said it.
I don't think there's pin. How? I mean, the referee Andrew Thomas ain't gonna go through that little square hole.
He's gonna render Cage helpless with the straight jacket. Yes, Kurt Angle's debut is coming soon.
Get him, Christian. He's climbing up again, trying to get out of there.
Yes, Rhino is not concerned about getting out. We know. He wants to inflict damage.
As I noted, I don't know why he would want to get out of there. It's not so so quickly.
Oh my God, barbed wire. Come on, Rhino driver.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Young Prettier off the top? Yeah, he did it.
Fans are going nuts.
TNA. Show us the replay.
What is he doing now? Is he getting the straight jacket? Yeah. But that's not his. I'm surprised the referee would let him use it.
You can use it, you just can't ask for it.
Silly.
This is awesome. Chants are filling the impact zone as Christian Cage is about to lock Rhino in a straitjacket.
This is match of the year.
This is awesome.
Oh no. What's he doing now? Is he gonna try to oh no. Oh no. Is he gonna tie him to the ropes?
Oh, he has.
You're telling me Rhino can't break free from that?
No, dude, it's a straitjacket.
Dude, come on. No, come on. Rhino, grow up. Oh, shit. He's going to... Oh, no.
He's asking for the chairs.
There's nothing that Rhino can do. He's trapped.
Oh, boy. I already see where this is going. This would be nasty.
This is not good. Crimson Mask, literally, for fucking...
Oh, low blow by Rhino, though.
Right in the nut. Oh, look at that. See, he's freed. I knew it.
Come on. And a clothesline. And another clothesline. Off the ropes, comes back, and spine buster. Rhino is doing his best magician trick right now. He's escaping the straitjacket. It's only taken him about 5 minutes.
You made it seem pretty easy to get out of that straitjacket.
Yeah. Oh, are we about to see a little concerto action?
No way. He ain't gonna do it.
Christian is face down on a chair, and Rhino with the other one Christian moves, and right in the midsection, and over the back of Rhino.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh boy. The Unprettier on his chairs, but Rhino counters. Christian falls on his feet after that. And Rhino's got him up on his shoulders. Oh! It was like a TKO over the edge of the chair. That was nasty.
Yeah, that's exactly what that was.
Crowd is loving this. They're going nuts. Bob was joking when he said match of the year, but I don't know.
I don't know if it's match of the year.
Match of the month.
It's a good hardcore. It's a good hardcore.
Match of the year, maybe. Stay tuned for our recap at the end of the year. You'll never know.
I couldn't even tell you what I think the match of the year is right now anyway.
Well, it's about to happen in about 40 minutes.
Oh, because of what Kurt said.
Holy shit. Rhino just gored Christian through the door of the cage that flew off. And Christian won because he fucking flew to the floor.
Oh my god.
Bob, that was nuts.
I was not expecting that.
No.
And I've definitely watched the show before. I reviewed it for wrestling recaps. And I did not know that was going to happen. Huh.
Wow. Yeah, can we see that again real quick? Holy shit, dude, the chain busted off.
Is this...
I was gonna ask you. I was gonna ask you what you're about to say, I think.
The Lashley one?
I'm wondering.
Because he did that who did he do that to? Hardcore Holly? Or no?
No, wasn't it like fucking A?
Somebody bigger? It had to be somebody bigger. Hardcore Holly got his back all sliced up. I know that.
Umaga.
That's gotta be after that. That's gotta be early. That's gotta be 07.
Okay, let me type it. Hold on.
But I don't even know if that was Lashley Umaga in a cage or.
No, he dives out of it. Yes, it's in 07. February 07. And no, he dives through the cage to attack Umaga.
Right.
Interesting. I was wondering when I just saw this too, though. Well, I didn't expect it, and I liked it. So.
No, that was a good finish. The only thing though is like Rhino's got to win a match of substance at some point.
I mean, on paper he did not win, but he did win.
Yeah, but he didn't win.
But he didn't.
He lost. So
we're going through all of our X Division stars right now. Now, Bob, during this, you mentioned that you think that they are expecting a 1.3 to a 1.5-ish range for the show.
That's what I would have to think. Yeah.
You feel like we're leading in that direction so far?
Do I think they're in that direction?
Yeah, do you think we've been doing pretty good during this show so far? 46 minutes, 20 seconds in.
I would say that the Naturals winning and then the VKM thing where the crowd in both instances was like, that sucked and we're pretty ice cold about it. Maybe not a great start towards that rating. That barbed wire cage was pretty good.
Yeah, that was good. Jim Cornette is at the Baseball Hall of Fame? Is that where we're at?
Dallas, David Eckstein. This feels like an infomercial that I would watch during a Smoky Mountain Wrestling TV show. This feels very old school.
Okay, good. Then we're gonna keep ignoring it. So
David Eckstein just said he's a fan of Rhino. He's like his favorite. Is that the MVP award?
Yes, it is.
Oh my god, I didn't know. I didn't realize that David Eckstein won the MVP.
Right. Anyway, the company officials for this show are expecting, believe it or not, Bob, they're expecting a 1.0 to 1.1 range out of the special. So they're not quite as high as you were probably thinking.
What? That's it?
Yeah, now anything above a 1.0 would be considered a success, and anything under a 0.9 would be a major disappointment. Now, internally, they are really more concerned about the quarter-to-quarter steady growth, since they no longer have a crutch at 11 p.m. to midnight, that if they lost viewers, then it's due to people going to sleep on a work night. If the show generally grows, they'll be happy. The feeling is that the first hour will be low without a UFC lead-in, but hour number 2 has the hour number 1 lead-in, and that's where the angle and the cage match are. So we've technically crossed over the first hour at this point in our watch, but obviously without commercials, timing's a little different.
I'm really surprised by that. I mean, when you have a guy like Kurt Angle, I mean, you're basically just expecting the same rating that you were getting in a late night time slot on a Saturday that you would be for a prime time on a Thursday.
Yep.
That makes no sense.
Kind of weird, right?
Yeah, that's I can't even wrap my head around that.
Yeah. We're getting a 3-way, I think, X Division title match, Bob. AJ Styles,
yes, it is.
champion, defending against Christopher Daniels and Chris Sabin. So we have the former champion who lost it after like a week. Or maybe it's 2 weeks. I don't even know. And then we have the partner who they've been kind of butting heads a little bit because they haven't been helping each other out.
They've been butting heads.
I mean, not a lot, but like when Daniels just lost in the Fight for the Right tournament, Styles came out and he kind of was like, where were you? Why didn't you like help me?
I don't know if I noticed that or realized that. I have a couple of indie notes here. Christopher Daniels on November 3rd defeated Chris Hero at Ring of Honor's Honor Reclaims Boston. The next night, he defeated Matt Cross at the bitter end. Here's a fun one. Christopher Daniels fought Dory Funk Jr. to a 20-minute time limit draw in Ocala, Florida.
That's bizarre.
That's very bizarre. And then the last bit here is for Chris Sabin. On November 10th, he retained the MCW Cruiserweight title by defeating Delirious. And the next night, on the 11th, Alex Shelley defeated Chris Sabin to win the MCW Cruiserweight Championship. And if you're wondering what MCW is, that's just Maryland Championship Wrestling.
Oh, it wasn't Micro Championship Wrestling?
No. And that is our indie notes for this week's episode.
Nice. I'm really upset that Daniels isn't wearing red as well.
What was that?
That was weird.
It was weird, interesting, not bad.
He slammed Styles onto Sabin while he was about to do another split like moonsault. So I'm knocking Daniels wearing gold because Styles is wearing red. But then if you look at Chris Sabin, he is wearing red and gold. I like it now. I changed my mind.
He definitely has a little bit of gold in there. I would not like it if all three guys were wearing red.
No, but they do that all the time. So
yeah, I don't like it all the time.
Oh shit! The double team, the
total elimination, kind of.
Thank you.
It was not though, folks. In case you're wondering, it was just a leg sweep and a clothesline, not a leg sweep and a leg sweep or a heel kick.
Sabin tossing Daniels into the midsection of Styles. He's coming off the rope though. Steps on the back of Styles to hit an enziguri onto Daniels. Coming off the rope, low drop kick to Styles.
Now this is screaming to me that Sabin's gonna regain the title.
You can't say it this early though, dude. He's getting the upper hand, but
I mean it's a primetime special. He's a heel.
A title change on the primetime special would be pretty nice. During this match, Bob, as Sabin's locking a submission, I don't know where else this note fits. So, Robert Roode said to Alex Marvez that his new character is based on a combination of Randy Savage, who, by the way, his introducing his manager is a copy of Savage's angle to introduce Elizabeth. Kurt Hennig.
I understand that, but I would never in a million years be like, that's Macho Man Randy Savage.
I know.
In terms of like how his character is being presented.
He also has Kurt Hennig in here, which is his favorite wrestler, and JBL, because he's the stock market whiz gimmick and being billed from Wall Street. Rude, who's 30 at the time, has been watching tons of Hennig tapes as of late. Rude was a coworker, was a coworker in the bar with Val Venus, who then trained him to be a wrestler. Rude was in college training to be a corrections officer when Val Venus, who is still Sean Morley and wrestling internationally before WWE, began training him. So that's who trained Robert Roode. I never knew that.
Well, I could see the Henning and JBL comparisons. I mean, he's doing like the rolling neck snap and stuff. He's definitely watching the Henning tape.
I don't know if I would have got the JBL stuff though, but
I could see that.
I get it more now. Yeah, I think after I read it, I was like, oh, okay. Nice tornado DDT by Sabin on Daniels.
Macho Man? No fucking way.
That must be just the manager thing. It's got to be.
It's got to be. Yeah, I mean, that's got to be the only thing.
You could pretend the colorful robe, except that it's Terry Taylor's.
It's still, yeah, right. As far as we haven't seen Robert Roode on this primetime special.
Yeah, I didn't know if we were going to, so I just figured I'd shoot you that one right now.
And I'm only saying that because I would think you would want Tracy's breasts to be on primetime.
I mean, honestly, though, I'm kind of surprised too, especially being on Spike, which is like the men's network.
Yeah.
Bob's favorite move, the tower. All three men down.
And then people still react to it every time. What the fuck is Christian Cage doing?
He's wrapped up, bandaged, covered in blood, crawling his way down to the ring. He's got a microphone. Bob, you do a primetime special. You're supposed to get eyes on shit, and you're interrupting arguably your company's most unique thing, the X Division. He says, I'm still undefeated, and I'm still the real number one contender. And Styles coming from behind, drop kick right to the back of the head. Give him nice whiplash.
What the fuck is going on?
Oh. Okay. He did screw AJ Styles last week. I forgot about that. I can see the tie-in. Daniels with a crucifix pin on Sabin. Oh my God, Bob. Christopher Daniels is the new X Division champion?
I should have known because of the gear. Damn it. I should have known.
The gear.
Now, AJ's pissed. Like, dude, why did you win the match, man? I thought we agreed I was going to be champ.
I feel like you got to do Christian versus AJ at Genesis now.
That's absolutely, yeah.
You have to.
That would make sense.
Oh, Paparazzi Productions.
I forgot about Christian screwing over AJ. But...
So did I, but... He said, all rise. Everyone's already standing. We're in the bathroom. He flushed the toilet. Bob's favorite poop jokes. Okay. I'm sure you guys are worried that we're going to have a hung jury. But the only thing we got is a hung judge. That was awesome. That was a good-ass joke. His delivery on it was funny. Anyway.
Austin Starr won the...
Oh, he's got to pay him $100 for damages.
And then Shelly's like, he didn't sue me, though.
Nicely done in here. Kevin, can I appeal? Oh
my God.
Why was Kevin Nash? They showed Kevin Nash naked from the back. Dude, what? He was wearing nothing under the robe. Okay, we're out back now. LAX is about to burn the flag. We've been waiting 45 minutes for this to happen.
I almost forgot about this even being a thing.
It's PD and
on the same
LAX.
show.
Yeah, and Christy Hemme just ran out like, what are you doing? Hernandez has the tiniest gas can I've ever seen.
Oh my god, that's tiny.
I guess you don't need a lot, but I'm just saying.
No, you don't. Right?
We're going to burn this flag down.
They're gonna let Petey light it on fire.
They're dumping gas on it. PD is the torch.
It barely okay. I was gonna say it didn't even look like it. It looked like a screwdriver.
PD, no! Conan smelled it to confirm it's gas on it. It also represents something else. Yeah, that's right. Oh, Conan's like racism, and so he's like, no, dude, it's opportunity. Oh, Petey's turned her face. When he came to this country, he had a dream. You guys want to burn it? Then here. Go ahead. You guys can do it then.
Over my dead body.
He just threw the torch, which was, by the way, still lit.
Right, and he's also now getting jumped, which should not be a surprise. But he's holding onto the flag for dear life.
USA face turn Petey right now, though.
They're gonna burn Petey alive.
Oh
with
shit!
The flag.
Oh,
they're pouring gasoline on Petey.
Oh shit, dude!
Where the fuck is America's Most Wanted?
Okay, he just yelled at him. Go get the torch. Oh, wait, I think you just called it, Bob, because they're.
Oh no, it's police. Off
camera. That police alarm was corny as fuck.
Yes.
Oh, but TNA's kind of apologizing here. Love him or hate him, I said before that you got to respect him, but I was wrong. Let me talk about a little free speech. Oh, TNA, the ultimate act of cowardice.
TNA is acting as if he was the first person to see them try to do that, but we all witnessed it at the same time. Petey's a hero. He's Hulk Hogan. Petey Williams is going to come out next as Hulk Hogan the next time.
Well, we're shooting with Don West in the back. It's the 50 greatest moments in TNA history, which, by the way, they're showing you them.
Let's think about this. Okay.
Yeah.
Does he not have a goatee?
I don't know. Did he right then? I don't know. Oh, yeah, he does. No, he does.
Right. Does he not have muscles?
Oh. He does have muscles.
Is Hulk Hogan not Canadian? Original. This all fits.
The Monster Biz versus Sting. Samoa Joe versus Kurt Angle.
Tell me right now that Vince Russo would not be like, Petey, you're literally going to be Hulk Hogan. Brother.
Oh, no.
He's going to come out to the fucking Kurt Angle's WWF music. It's going to be great.
I am a real American. We're seeing a video of Sting here. Bob, I have one final note for you. I'm just going to.
But you know what? To tie in the Canadian aspect too, but I am a real American.
Speaking of other countries, there is talk in Australia of airing Impact for free on Main Event. It must be a channel here because, it's actually the main pay-per-view channel in the country. So the idea is that airing Impact on the for free on the pay-per-view station would help because it would drive buys for the monthly pay-per-view events. Right now, with no TV, they do about 2,000 buys per month for shows that air on about a 2-month delay. However, if airing Impact doesn't lead to an increase in buys, then TNA is in jeopardy of staying in the market.
So they would air Impact on a pay-per-view channel?
For free.
So then it just becomes a TV channel.
Yeah, essentially.
Interesting.
And here comes the Monster Abyss with Father James Mitchell for our main event. That was all of our notes, as I noted, though. So we have a decent amount of time left, Bob. We are an hour and 2 minutes and 25 seconds, which means we have just over 21 minutes left in today's show. Kurt Angle and Abyss about to have a fucking banger.
Well, he said, match of the year, potentially.
Match of the year. I would expect at least a 15-minute brawl at the end. Samoa Joe.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Okay, we're back from commercial. And doo-doo-doo. That's right.
I mean,
It's Kurt Angle.
we saw Sting, but only like in a video package. And what about like Sting coming out?
If they know it's good for him, I think they should. This is also, I think we're forgetting something very important about. This is our go home episode for Genesis. Genesis airs in just a few days. I think 3 days.
Yeah.
So that's a very important part of this. Like, this feels like a big event because it is. It's our primetime special, 2-hour show. But we got a pay-per-view in just a couple days. So I think you kind of have to show Sting. It's a great call.
I mean, you're showing Kurt Angle. Why wouldn't you show?
And then you know what you do? To close the show, you do a little tease. Like, maybe they look at each other like, oh, that could be in your future.
Oh, shit, yeah.
That would be actually kind of sick.
Oh, my God, dude. Like, how do you not do that?
A Kurt Angle Sting little stare down at the end?
Yeah.
Not like we're going to beat each other up right now, but like
foreshadowing.
I'm coming for that title.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle has pulled the straps up. He's in excellent shape. This is Kurt Angle's first match in TNA history. Very exciting stuff. I'm
What do you
pumped.
think? That's not even true.
Well,
In terms of, I guess in the taping schedule it is, but in terms of the dates and stuff, technically.
I mean, yeah, you're right. Technically, he has a house show match first. They showed James Mitchell looking for something, so are we about to see the same exact finish that they did at the house show? Olympic slam on thumbtacks, potentially?
That might happen, yeah.
Abyss backed Angle to the corner, Angle the slap. He's without a doubt the most intense individual that Mike Tenay has ever seen. 1.5 year undefeated streak with Samoa Joe. That's got to be the main event, right? For Genesis?
Joe and Angle?
It's got to be, right?
I would imagine. Even though, see, now for me, the heavyweight title should go on last.
Yeah, but sometimes there's matches.
But there might be, special circumstances where it's like, maybe it's not a good idea to do that. That might be here in this situation.
I think it's,
Tenay just said, though, that him and Don West have been talking about an Angle and Joe showdown for over a year. Now, let me get this right. I have never, on TV, I've never once heard him say Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe. So he's talking about in personal life that they've been talking about.
Yeah.
And then, how the fuck would that come up? Because Kurt Angle was under WWE contract for probably years to go still. So you're just hypothetically being like, oh, I really want to see that match. How often are you talking about it?
They have dinner every night.
The fuck?
James Mitchell just ran away, by the way, and I have a weird feeling. This is just, I'm shooting in the dark here. Someone did not put the thumbtack bag underneath the ring. And I say that because he was looking all over for it, and he did not find anything, and then he just ran to the bag.
I just got a random thought. And I'm hating myself for it.
Uh-oh.
Because I really hope it doesn't happen. What if under the ring his brother run, and he has the back attacks.
He's like hiding them.
Yeah.
It feels very like Hornswoggle-esque to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't like that either. But that could happen, and it would make no sense because Abyss has got Sting at the pay-per-view anyway. So it's like you're not building to.
But the history, and I hate to say it,
the history. Right?
If you've been watching this show, that would make sense.
Right. And I don't know why. I don't even know how. I guess the only way that could come up is if like Brother Run just came out from under the ring with it.
Right.
But I really hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, look at what Kurt Angle's doing. A chop block, and now he's working on that left leg. Potentially the leg that he's going to lock in the ankle lock and make the Monster Abyss tap out before he fights Sting in the main event for the title.
I swear to God. If he honestly makes Abyss submit, which Abyss he's never submitted here. Right?
That we can recall.
That I can remember. I mean, he's been pinned for sure. But he's never been like, oh, I tap. Not from what I can remember. So if he taps out right before, like 3 days before a title match with Sting, that'd be a tough thing.
The shock treatment on Kurt Angle? Boom. Yep.
Kurt took it.
As he should.
He's a team player, man. He'll take any spot. He don't care.
Oh. Okay. Well, Father James Mitchell just brought a wheelbarrow full of a lot of thumbtacks.
Are you telling me he was looking under the ring for a wheelbarrow full of thumbtacks?
Yeah, so he's dumping them out. Look how many there is.
Where? On the floor? Oh my God. What are we doing?
Him grabbing a wheelbarrow full of tacks feels very weird, but okay.
It's very weird. Why are we doing that?
I like the idea that Kurt Angle's going to go into those like thousands and thousands of thumbtacks.
You better not. You better not put Kurt Angle in the thumbtacks.
Oh my God, he's picking him up.
Counter it.
Oh, that LAX is on the Genesis poster. That's pretty cool. I saw it on the ground over there.
Are they going to be on the DVD cover, though?
Fuck no, they're not. It's going to be Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe.
Damn, it might be just Kurt Angle.
It might be. That cover, I'll tell you right now, I remember, I'm pretty sure is a Best of the Tag Teams, Volume 1 or something.
Oh,
I'm like pretty positive. Let's go, Angle.
Angle. Get him. Come on, Abyss. You got this.
Look, Bob,
I believe in you.
I'm so fucking good, Daryl. Best of the Tag Teams, Volume 1. I fucking know it.
You're not good, dude. You're just a nerd. Okay. I hate to break it to you. I know you've been in denial about it.
Wait, breaking news? What is it? The Road to Genesis airs this Saturday on Sonic TV.
Okay, big fucking whoop today. Today you can't be so loose with breaking news. Okay, breaking news is usually like, wow, that's fucking great. Pre-show. Break.
Up, Angle's up, vertical suplex. Slams him down.
Match of the year, dude. Match of the fucking year.
Match of the year. Let's break it down for Sunday. Wait a second. I'm looking at what's on the Best of the tag team DVD. It says at the bottom, plus the Voodoo Kid Mafia declares wars on Dumb to the Extreme.
Why would they include that?
I don't know, because they're advertising the DVD there, and like Voodoo Kid Mafia just came back. It must have been the shoot thing? I don't know. It's weird. Anyway. Crowd is super into this match.
As are we.
I'm very excited to see Kurt Angle here.
Well, yeah. He's a big name star.
I'll say that.
To beat all the TNA guys. It'd be so much fun.
German suplex combo here. Number 2. I am actually pretty surprised how much offense Abyss has gotten in, to be honest with you.
Well, I would hope he would get something. I mean, he's a number 1 contender.
Yeah, but when you have someone like this big of a star coming in, you never know. The straps are down, Bob. The crowd is going insane. And Angle slam. No, Abyss did not let that happen. Oh my God, the black hole slam. He kind of paused before the pin. Kurt Angle kicks out at 2.
I can't believe it. We gotta take another look, guys, in the truck.
So I like all these new graphics. I don't like the little ass replay screen though.
Why are you being such a hater, dude? Uh-oh.
He's gonna go for the choke slam. He's gonna goozle him. Oh, Kurt Angle. Roll through.
No.
The ankle lock.
Counter.
It's not improper. There we go.
No. Counter. Roll
Tap.
Through. Don't
Tap.
do it, bitch. Don't fucking do it. Just don't do it. Don't. No. Get to the ropes. Oh no. If he sits down, it's over, dude.
Yeah, dude.
And if he wraps his legs around him, don't you dare. Abyss, don't.
He's got this in pretty. He's had it in for a little bit here. Yeah, here you go. Ready? Oh, he's dropped down. He's got it super
he's
locked
gonna
in.
tap. He's literally going to tap out. Angle sat down. He's laying down.
Arm up.
Oh my God.
I fucking knew it.
Oh my God.
Cancel the main event.
Dude, honestly, what is the point?
Abyss is cooked before he even fights Sting.
Unbelievable. Wow.
Now, I know we have... Oh, here's Samoa Joe. Kurt Angle celebrating on the ropes, facing the entrance stage side, which is kind of funny. Ducks the clothesline from Joe, comes back, overhead belly-to-belly suplex.
I don't like this either.
Olympic slam. No, Joe breaks out. Little enziguri kick. Samoa Joe standing.
Fans are booing Samoa Joe, which I don't think is what you want to have happen here.
Mm-mm. And look at this. He's going to put it in the coquina clutch, but no.
Why?
Joe gets put in the ankle lock. I think we're giving him a little too much on TV.
Way too, dude. I don't like that.
But look, he slipped out of the ankle lock too.
I know, but I don't care. I do not. We saw them kind of. Well, I guess we saw like a headbutt or whatever, but it was broken up. There was the pay-per-view. Technically, we would have had to pay for this. This is free television. I'm seeing them interact. It loses that like luster. Oh my God! He just smashed him in the face with a chair. What are we doing?
Oh wow! Holy shit! He destroyed Kurt Angle with the chair. And then look, is he about to try to lock in the Coquina clutch, or he's putting him in the ring? Now, where's security during this? They haven't let these guys touch at all, and all of a sudden,
catering.
The Monster Abyss has gotten up. He's looking at Samoa Joe.
I can't believe this.
We still have 6 minutes about left in the show, Bob. There's still a lot of time.
There's gonna be like a 2 or 3 minute video package promoting Genesis.
Oh, they're both fighting Angle.
Dude, is Samoa Joe a heel?
He's a heel.
What are we doing?
He's a heel.
Oh my God, Dallas.
Oh, sending Angle into the post.
Oh my God, what are we fucking doing?
Now, see, I don't mind him being a heel.
No, man, no.
When you have someone who's more popular, it's gonna happen.
It should, but you shouldn't do that.
Then who's the heel? Angle?
Angle's coming from WWE.
Bob, come on, dude. Wait.
Dude.
The thunder, the lightning, the lights are out.
This is so dumb.
What? This thing just repelled from the ceiling.
Yeah, but what the fuck was he on?
Oh my God, he just jumped on Abyss, who then landed in the pile of thumbtacks that you can't even see because there's confetti.
I forgot that was even on there. I cannot. This is fucking baffling.
Going after Samoa Joe with the bat, nails Abyss with it. I think we're going to end with the stare off I'm hoping for. Takes out Abyss to the floor.
I mean, you can tell that Sting dyed his hair recently because it is very dark.
Hey, you leave him alone. We're going up the ramp now. Okay, we cut away.
They cut away.
Angle.
I feel like Kurt is like, I'm fine. And then he's going to fucking lay him out.
I don't think he's fine.
Yeah, he's unconscious, maybe.
Because now Samoa Joe's got him in an ankle lock.
Yeah.
Wait, we're not doing our stare down, though? I really wanted to see that.
Angle's knocked out, so he's not even selling the ankle lock.
Wait, something is going on in the back. Do we have a camera in place? What? Sting's hanging upside down all of a sudden, and Abyss is using him like a piñata.
How the fuck did that happen so quick?
How did that happen? Yeah, within minutes.
Not even minutes, Dallas. That happened within 12 seconds. Kurt is gushing blood.
What is going on? Holy shit, he's pouring blood, dude. Look at it, look at it. Oh my God, what a visual. The eyes rolling back.
Yo, what the fuck? Samoa Joe's got to go to anger management.
Ooh, adrenaline rush, Bob. We are looking at...
Why are we doing a video package like this for 4.5 years? I don't understand.
Brian Urlacher.
Tito Ortiz, Roddy Piper. So the prime time thing. They're probably trying to tell people all these people were here.
Yes.
God, yeah. I mean, these guys haven't been here for fucking over a year and a half. Jim Duggan has been here since 2003.
Who gives a shit about half of these people they're showing, dude? We're showing a lot of former champions. Jeff Hardy, Chris Rock, Scott Hall, Dennis Rodman.
This is dumb.
This is
literally just being like, oh, hey, all these people have wrestled here. So you know that we're legit.
I think that is...
Hulk Hogan. Are you fucking kidding me? There.
And they show Jared attacking him.
Oh, my God.
Listen, not for nothing.
The Tennessee Titans, the entire football team was just there.
They shouldn't. If you were gonna do this to like really pretend that all these people like made a major impact on your show, why is it gonna be at the very end when
Well,
everyone's probably sleeping?
yeah, they're tuning out by now.
Open the show up with it if you really needed to do it.
Sure. Right.
Because don't forget, we have a fucking pay-per-view to sell, and this ain't telling me about the pay-per-view.
No, they're saying, hey, these people have been here over the course of 4.5 years. Some of them for a week, some of them for a couple of shows, but that's about it.
I'm confused why they didn't show Puppet.
I'm sure there's a few reasons why they wouldn't do that.
And Puppet. There's the headbutt. Okay, wait, listen. Seeing this footage again, though, he's made Joe bleed twice, or at least the one time, or whatever. He just made Kurt Angle bleed to kind of close it out for Genesis. I don't hate it as much.
I think my main thing.
They did touch too much, I think, but
Oh, dude, way too much. Way too much. But Samoa Joe being presented as the heel, that's exactly what's going on, is he's being presented as the heel.
well, yeah.
I do not like that.
Do you think that Sting doesn't count what he did here as like repelling from the ceiling? Because I thought he like didn't do that.
He absolutely did not do that. I almost mentioned that as it was happening, because I know in WCW he refused to do it as soon as the Owen incident,
Which is understandable. So this is
the tragedy that was Owen.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. No, yep. That
So
would make.
So is this one the first? I mean, does it count?
I don't think I would count that
because he's not where he's holding on to something. He's not.
He doesn't have a harness. Right.
I think that's the thing, right? Interesting. By the way, the show's over.
He also might have just forgotten that he did it.
Well, that's true.
I'm sure.
Well, he did it again in AEW before his time was up, so.
Right, but I think he asked Martha.
He did. And it was pretty freaking cool. Okay, Bob. Technically our go-home show, but not only that, it was also our primetime special. What did you think about that show?
Well, I didn't hate it, so I guess I'd have to go thumbs up.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of stuff I feel like we were kind of like, why is this happening and stuff, but
there's a lot. Yeah, I mean, there's some shit that's like, what are we doing? I mean, so okay, Samoa Joe heel, the Naturals winning.
The Naturals winning, I did not expect it, and I kind of like that I didn't expect it, but it is random.
But to silence, and then you got fucking VKM, like taking the shine away from Kazarian, Bentley, and Divine. I want to know what the fuck Divine was like fine 2 or 3 weeks ago, and now he's like not okay, and he got brainwashed. I mean, they've been brainwashed, essentially.
Right.
And I think we know by who.
I think it's pretty clear because they all have a pretty signature look even to them.
Yeah, so that's probably pretty obvious. I hate that Abyss. Oh my god, I'm talking myself into saying that this was a bad show, but I didn't. It's not a bad show. I enjoyed it. I guess it wasn't like horrible.
Right.
But there's just so much. I mean, why is Abyss tapping clean?
The tap is. Whew.
Right before a title match with Sting. I mean, I guess you get some heat back with like him attacking Sting and everything, but how did he get Sting upside down within 12 seconds?
Maybe he set a trap. I don't know.
It just the timing doesn't really make sense to me. But
yeah,
I'm sure the excuse would be it's wrestling. Don't overthink it.
It's wrestling, yeah, but come on. I think the biggest issue in all of that is him losing when he's about to go for the world title. Why is he fucking going for the world title? This is like a real far-fetched idea, I feel like. I would say if the world title match was some kind of stipulation where a pinfall or submission does not matter, maybe I could care a little less. Because it's like, what if it's a last man standing match? Well, technically, if he tapped out, Sting can't make him tap out to beat him quick again. I'm like really trying to fish for why this could have been a good idea, but
Yeah, no, it's not, and it's just really not.
no.
And when you mentioned earlier, like what would be the main event? I mean, under really no circumstance could you possibly put Kurt and Joe on before Sting and Abyss. I mean,
No.
you're just asking for people to truly not care about a main event if you put Sting and Abyss on last.
I know.
There's just no way that people would care. It'd be probably very similar to WrestleMania 18, where Triple H and Jericho went on last, but Hogan and Rock was on before them. Now, I'm not saying that Hogan, Rock, and Joe and Angle are nearly the same, hyping of interest. But in terms of a potential crowd reaction,
Right.
where the Sky Dome had, 60,000 people, and then the Impact Zone will have about 950.
They're
You're
gonna
asking,
sound like 60,000.
you never know. But then you're gonna get crickets for that main event.
No, it's true.
I mean, there's just, if anything, I would maybe just do Sting Abyss to open Genesis.
Yeah.
Get maybe the most bang for your buck for that match, and then do the rest of your show, and then have Angle and Joe last.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Well, only time's gonna tell. We were watching that show in just a few days. I'm pretty excited about it, and the primetime special was fun. I think it proves that we can chill for about an hour 20 minutes to get through these shows. It was not as painful as the 2-hour weekly pay-per-views, I'll tell you that.
Oh God, no.
This was a breeze.
Yeah. Are they? So this isn't like a permanent prime time thing, is it?
No,
Just a one-off.
I think it's a one-off. If I remember correctly, I'm sure we'll hear again about it, but
Okay.
I believe it's a one-off. They'll see how they're going to do. I could see it potentially moving to prime time, and then if it still does well, then do a 2-hour thing.
Right.
That's me guessing.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
All right. Well, our next show, as we've stated, is in fact Genesis. And realistically, in terms of like matches that have been truly announced, I think it's only 3. And I think one of them, we're kind of assuming it will be at Genesis. The one I think that we assume is like LAX against AMW. I don't know if that's been officially announced.
I don't know if it officially was. I think you're correct.
But I think that's kind of where we're going. Obviously, we know about the Angle and Joe dream match of the decade. And then the NWA World title, Sting and Abyss. We're assuming AJ and Christian.
I think that's a pretty good guess.
That would probably make a lot of sense. I don't know really what else you fill out the card with. I mean, Daniels would probably have to defend the X Division title. Maybe against Sabin. I don't know. He did pin him.
He did. They got to do an X Division title match, right?
But I mean, this might be an example of a pay-per-view where you've focused a lot on like 2 or 3 matches, and the rest of the card is just kind of thrown together.
I know. I don't feel like they've done that in a while.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm saying. Like Bound for Glory, like everything had a pretty good purpose and like flowed, and now Genesis is like, oh hey, Kurt's here. Let's just focus on Kurt and Joe, and
Yeah.
everything else is kind of pieced together.
Okay, so I was just looking back at the images that I post on social, and it does look like they did technically announce AMW and LAX for the tag team titles.
Okay, so we do know that.
Yep.
Okay, so that's confirmed. So we basically know technically 3 matches, I think, for sure.
Yes, and everything else is up in the air.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But
you
know what?
They're depending a lot on that Joe Kurt match
That's
itself.
exactly what
and it makes sense.
Yep. they're just saying, hey, it's Joe and Angle, and whatever else happens, like, kind of happens. Just deal with it. Oh, by the way, Sting in the best too, and then that's what you're paying to see is the main event, and whatever else is there is just there. I get it.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, and Genesis, even with such a big main event, is like a secondary pay-per-view. It's not your core 4 or anything.
Yeah, I think that's important to remember too. Yep.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, that will be our next show. That's on November 19th. So, the match of the decade.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope everyone else has been enjoying the ride. And if you don't follow us on our social media pages, I will plug our Twitter. It's at Cross the Line TNA. But more importantly, if you go to tnacrosstheline.com, you can find all of our social channels and our YouTube channel and our Pro Wrestling Tee store and all that kind of fun stuff. So check that out.
Yeah, you might as well just follow us along. If you've been listening for the last 4.5 years or whatever it is at this point, just support us for Christ's sakes. Leave us a review. All right, just be like, hey, you guys are good, I guess.
I would
you can
love
literally
that.
just say that. You're good, I guess.
I would like that. A 5-star, you're good, I guess, would be great. But
yeah, that'd be great. It would really help my self-esteem. So, all right, we'll be back with Genesis in just 3 days. So until then, Dallas Gridley, I am Bob Colling Jr., and this has been the TNA Across the Line of podcast.